If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so that happens, I guess. Downside, I don't have any more packs of 8 strings, so I'm going to have to burn a pair of 9s. Pack of 9s, that is. So, I tell you what, I'm going to get this restrung up. I'm going to upload the vid. I'm going to see how long all this nonsense is. Not nonsense, you guys feel my heart, probably. I feel bad. I feel like I'm taking up your time. Let me throw some 9s on here, and if we're anywhere at a reasonable time, I'll put 9s on it, or I'll edit the video down and I'll put 9s on it, either way. So yeah, I don't know if that was just the fact that it was an 8. I don't know if maybe my tuner was too taut. I don't. I mean, I did have the locking mechanism set, but I didn't have it any more tight than any other string. I mean, I don't lock those down generally, because if you lock down a locking tuner too quickly and too harshly, it's gonna snap your strings all the time. So I know enough to know that, so I did not do that. At least I didn't think I did. All right, 9s it is. All right, let me do that. We'll be back. Okay guys, so when life gives you lemons, you make some lemonade, Jack. So yeah, I don't know how much of those shenanigans that I just endured you're ever going to see, because one, the video was getting pretty long, and two, things didn't go very well. And it's not that I'm trying to hide the fact that things didn't go very well. You know my general rule on the channel. We don't make edits, Jack. Nope, we don't edit our mistakes. Mistakes is how we learn. So I don't quite know exactly what just happened. All I know is I had put 8s on this guitar. And the reason I put 8s on the guitar, I'm cutting sandpaper if you hear a distracting noise. The reason I put 8s on the guitar is because this guitar is for a relative who's given it to his grandson. And I thought maybe 8s would be easier to play. So I had tuned the guitar. I was working on getting my action straight, got the action straight. I had moved into intonation. I had looked at the nut. Everything was cool, except I then started looking at my saddle height, and really the action was so low, I was kind of like, what in the world is going on here? So I started messing with the saddles, okay? And clearly, when you mess with saddles, guess what happens, Jack? You go out of tune. So in an effort to tune the high E string, that baby snapped, Jack. I turned off the camera. I said a few choice words. Yes, I did. Tell the truth and shame the devil. And collected my composure. And I thought, you know what, guys? This is a great opportunity, Jack. Why, Ted, what do you mean this is a great opportunity? I'm so glad you asked, my friend. You know, one of the things we talk about on the channel a lot, it's kind of controversial, you understand, is that a lot of us like to bore out the holes on the body of a guitar so that the screws do not thread the body of the guitar. And every time I talk about it, somebody tells me in the comments how it's a horrible thing, you should never do it. I don't know if they think I'm loosening screws so it's like all, you know, willy-nilly in there or what. But I'm talking about just a skosh, man, where you can actually loosen the screws and move the neck. And people say, well, why would you ever need to move the neck? Case in point. In the video that shall not be named, the one that you probably didn't get to see, in my frustration, maybe I deleted it. No, if anything, I just edited for the sake of time. But in that video, one of the things I had mentioned, look at these strings. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. The low E string, the bass string, starts out with a lot of room right here and ends up almost off the neck. The treble E, by contrast, starts roughly the same point here, but by the time you get down here, it's here. So you've got one almost over the neck, off the neck, and one more in this way, i.e., guys, the strings are not in alignment. Now, the wild thing about this guitar, if you could see what I could see, is that the strings are almost over the pickup magnets. I don't know what that means, Jack. I just think it's kind of weird. However, so since I was going to put new strings on, and oh, by the way, I'm going to have to put 10s on it. Okay, guys, so I have the bass E string and the treble string, clearly. Now, if I take a credit card thickness shim, and I move this neck this way, and I put this shim in here, what do you tell me what you see? Is that better? Let me look in the camera so I can see what you're seeing. That's better, right? Yeah, it's better. Now, I do think, though, the credit card thickness shim is just a little too much. So, I'm going to be looking for a shim that is maybe 2/3 this depth. So, yeah. What might I have around the shop that would fit that bill, Jack? So what I was going to do is use some sandpaper folded up. Okay, so if I fold this piece of sandpaper, and I want to get my depth right, yeah, that would do it. So I'm going to fold this sandpaper over. I'm going to measure it against my credit card shim situation. That's it right there. More, well, maybe let me just. Yeah, that could work, guys, right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I've already broken one guitar string. I really don't want to break another one. But that being said, yeah. Let's see if I can do this without breaking the bank or breaking something else. Okay. So I'm going to hold this here. Hold this here. Oh man, this guy in the videos. I'm going to put this right here. So I'm installing the shim, okay, the side of that neck pocket. I should be wearing my safety goggles in case one of those strings breaks, shouldn't I? That'd probably be a good idea, Theodore. Theodore, why are you using my government name? You don't know me like that, Jake. Alright. Let's see if I do this. Oh man, it really doesn't want that shim in there, guys. It is fighting me tooth and nail. It really, really is. But you know what? Oh, you going in there, Jack. Make no mistake about that, baby. Make no mistake about that. It still looks off to me. Yeah, let me screw this down and just see where we are. Well, that explains something. Dang. Well, that's not as far I should have gone with my gut. I wanted to fold that sandpaper one more time, and I should have. However, oh my goodness, what is this thing doing? Did I mention to everybody that I already broke one string today? I really don't want to break another one. But you know what, guys? If I do, I do. You know, science and progress require sacrifice, my friends. That's what I keep hearing anyway. Why don't I use my drill? Well, because I've got the stinking screwdriver handle. I mean, screwdriver apparatus in there. Hold that, would you? Thank you, it's very kind. All right, now let's see what we could do if I do this right here. Okay, now I don't want it any tighter than that because the neck's not really screwed in well. Okay, that's better. It still needs to go this way. Right there. All right, guys, I need a bigger shim. So, let me do one thing here. All right, Dutchie, where's the capo? I don't have the capo, puppy. Oh, for the love. Oh, there it is. I don't know where you put it, probably. Shut up. Stupid dog. He's not a stupid dog. Who said that? I heard you say it, puppy. Oh my goodness, I still got this. All right, guys, I'm gonna loosen this neck. I'm going to take the side shim out. Did you guys happen to catch that I put a 1 degree shim and a credit card in this neck pocket? It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But hey, wouldn't be TED Talks Guitars in life if something crazy didn't happen. All right, so now what we're going to try to do gingerly, take the neck out. I'm going to set it to the side. All right, this was 1, 2, 3, 3 folds of the sandpaper. Oh, I'm thinking, well, serendipitously with the neck off, let me get a better length of paper here. I was just kind of eyeballing it. What do you mean you're just kind of eyeballing it? I was just kind of eyeballing it. It's not very scientific. Well, it's TED Talks Guitars in Life. You didn't expect science, did you? I hope not. Science stinks. Not really. I like science, okay. Did you guys like science, man? I know my dear friend Plenty Old Bass was digging science, man. I know a guy named Thomas, man, he was blinded by the science. She blinded me with science. She blinded me with science. Don't worry, I'll edit all that out. We don't edit anything. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. All right, that's 3 ring-a-dingies right there. Is it? 1, 2, 3. That's 3. That would be 4. What did we have the first time? I distracted myself with the comedy genius. 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I was feeling 5. I should have done 5 the first time. Should I do 5? should I say 4? Should I say 5 or 4, guys? 1, 2, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Man. All right, look, I'm just gonna go 4. I'm doing 4 folds, 800 grit sandpaper as a shim in the side of this guitar neck. That's what we're up to, man. What are you guys up to? What you guys working on? And let me put my credit card, cashback card. My electric company. Here's the thing, man. My electric company keeps sending me gift cards for like $5 American, $5 US. Now I know in Canada that means I could take my wife out for a steak and all that, Jaymz. But in the States, man, $5. You know, it's just, I mean, what do you do with a gift card for $5? You go on Amazon, you try to buy something for $5 with using a card like that, and they're like, "No, Joker, you can't. You gotta pay the whole thing, man." All right, 2 bad things have happened. One is my shim came up, so my neck. So now he's got too many shims. I do have too many shims. I've got a neck shim, I've got a side shim, I've got shimmy shim shims. All right, guys. That, man, how many times? Well, wait a minute. I think 5's the ticket, guys. Holy smokes. We're going 5 folds of sandpaper is where we're going. Now I know. Please put it in the comments. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna break that string. That's what's gonna happen. I don't want to break the string. It's not like a self-fulfilling prophecy or anything. I'm just saying, dang. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go 5, Jack. I sure am. I hope I can get 5 out of it. I'm gonna make this a little shorter as well. Just because that height of that, I don't want it sticking up out of the guitar neck. Not that you're gonna see it for the 22nd row, but. All right, 1, 2. Everybody say 2. Everybody say 3. Everybody say 4. Everybody say 5 ringy dingies. Okay? 5 folds of a piece of sandpaper. Neck pocket shim on the side for the win. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? Think it'll work? Now again, I've got to watch my neck shim. And you know what I'm going to do while I'm here? That neck shim. Can you cut a neck shim? You can't cut wood with scissors, Ted. What are you doing? I don't know. I was just trying to. Don't complicate your life, man. Don't complicate your life, bro. Okay, what was I doing? Yeah, putting the shim in the neck. All right, so we do have a. Let me do this too while I'm here. Let me round this corner. All right, here we go. So we have a neck shim in the bottom of the pocket. Oh, we have a 1 degree Mosepar shim. Put in the comments, guys. You like it, you don't like it. I would usually use sandpaper for that too, but 1 degree was a lot of sandpaper. Okay. Then we've got the shim in the bottom of the neck pocket, i.e. a credit card thickness. And those 2 things together was the ticket. All right, now back to the side of the neck. Side of the neck, we're going to use 5 folds of a credit card. No, 5 folds of sandpaper. And we're just going to try to put it in there again. See what happens. It didn't like 4. It did not like 4 by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, 5's the tickets, guys. 5, well, wait a minute, capo. Dang it. I'm still thinking. All right, maybe if I hold the neck like that and I tighten those screws, it'll be all right. All right. Okay, anybody still out there, man? You guys still playing the home game with me? All right. So now, and again, the only reason I can do this is because the screws do not thread the body of this guitar. Guys, if the screws thread the body of the guitar, I could not do what I'm doing right now. I.e., I could not correct the problem that I'm having. So, I'm not trying to win a debate. I don't care, man. If you guys don't ever want to do anything like this, don't do it. All right, so check it out. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, wait a minute, capo. I keep forgetting the stinking capo. All right, so without the capo, and that string can be more taut. Let me. All right. Just tight. Okay, so I still want to go. Still want to come this way just a little. What are you going to do today? Oh, I'm going to watch somebody do something he has no idea what he's doing. Well, that sounds fun. It really is fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Let's see if we can't get this done, guys. Let's see if we can't get it done. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah, is what I'm saying. And before I tighten the other two, let's take a peek. All right, guys, it's better, okay? Now, the other challenge that this guitar neck has is that nut. This low E string is like so that's like 3 mil low E. By contrast, this high E, 4 mil. I'm talking about the slot, not the string, because the strings are different sizes. Man, it could still go that way, just a smidge, man. Maybe just a smidge. All right, I'm gonna try one more thing. Hold your mouth just right, everybody. All right, look at that, Jack. Hey guys, I think it's not perfect, okay? And the reason it's not, let me look at it from what you guys can see. My camera's even on. Oh yeah, see that? You remember before the bass E was like over here, and the high E, you know, the strings over the pickup pole magnets, low E bang on, high E a little bit that way. So I think that this nut is the problem that I'm having, not just with this particular Enterprise, but in the video, I don't know if I deleted it or not, or I fast forwarded through it. Man, there's just a lot that happened today. A whole lot. Whoa. All right, now tighten this up by hand a little bit. All right, I'm going to use the longest screwdriver in the world, guys, but I'm not going to tighten like I'm going to the moon. Okay, just going to make it taut. Okay. There we go. J-Man, I saw your vid, man, where you went to a short handle screwdriver because you tend to over tighten. Maybe I need to take a page out of your playbook, my friend. And everybody who ever watches the channel said, yes, Ted, do away with the longest screwdriver in the world, you knucklehead. I love that screwdriver. All right, guys. Now, I'm sorry for the unsightly microphone cord. I'm sorry for anything that, well, whatever. All right, guys. Let me throw some tens on this bad boy, and we'll see where we are. Yeah, Jack, there you go. Whoa. All right, guys, tens on the FirstAct Double Cut. I gotta set that guitar up, but that ain't gonna be today, Jack. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me, man. You guys are the best. Well, as always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Hey, rock on with your bad selves, everybody. Catch you down the road.